together with the band, and then going back to the studio with the Keeper Part 2 was just like right after the tour, and that was like a steady thing, you know. I like that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, that was good.
Okay, some other memories from the recordings of Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2?
Jesus Christ, a lot. You know, Vicky said he worked in the night and I worked in the day, so we split that up. You know, he worked with Tommy Hansen at night, and I worked in the day with Tommy Newton, so we were kind of separated on this.
Yeah, I was kind of in the middle. I started like in midday and through half of the night, so I saw them both working.
Then comes the first big tour with Iron Maiden and the Seventh Son of the Seventh Son, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't actually. The big tour was like when we did headline stuff in Europe and stuff.
That was
I mean,
big,
it was not the biggest we did with Iron Maiden. We did like big headline shows before that, but, you know.
The Iron Maiden thing was really cool for us, you know, big cheese, and so it was pretty cool. Even though I remember Bruce had a really terrible cold on that on the gigs we did with him.
Yeah, sometimes.
He was really fucked up, man, and but we did well.
But Bruce had a cold, but we did well.
Yeah, maybe because he had a cold, we did well.
Remember from the tour from it was the first United States tour with Grim Reaper and some other bands.
Armored Saint, in
Armored
fact.
Saint.
Yeah, that was crazy. And how many shows did we have? 75 or what was it? I don't know. Or 85, what do I know? No idea. It was crazy because we played those small clubs, something like this here. And yeah, all of the bands would kind of change. Like where Armored Saint was more famous, they started and then we came and then Grim Reaper was playing. And it was actually so crazy. Then we came to the west of the States where Grim Reaper was not so famous, so we were out with Armored Saint only. And yeah, we had a few interesting impacts on that tour. And sometimes it was cold and he had a throat infection, but he didn't have to sing.
When he had a throat infection and Bruce wouldn't have, Iron Maiden was very good at that day.
Do you remember any crazy stories, guys, from the whole tours that you did?
The throat.
The throat.
Crazy stories?
Yeah, from the tour, from the old days.
We just talked about one last night when Marcus, when we came to one town, to a motel, like right on the road, and the keys were given out in the bus. So everybody got his key, went to his room, and then
Right after we had a few ones in the bus.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we were all kind of like a bit drunk. And then the next thing I remember that when I was in my room, there was like a big noise and like police cars and everything. So finally what happened was that Marcus went into the motel, was looking for his room number, found his room, and tried to open it, and it didn't work. So he was banging at the door, and then suddenly some guy opened the door and came out and said, "What the fuck do you want?" And he said, "This is my fucking room, get out." Marcus, completely drunk, wanted to kick this guy out. And in the end, they called the police. What happened was that Marcus just went into the wrong motel.
Yeah, because they're like right to each other, next to each other, you know, those little kind of, you know. Right.
And the policeman could speak a little German, but just Bavarian.
Bavarian accent, yeah. And he was black, I guess.
Yeah, he was a black guy with a German Bavarian accent, and I was weird and drunk. So they found me too funny to arrest me, too weird to, you know.
He's harmless. He's just a bit.
Guys, do you still have from these days, from the first days of Helloween, the pinball Gorgar?
The what?
No, we never had it actually. It was Gorgar was a pinball machine that was standing in my favorite place to go on the weekend with a friend of mine, and we always played this pinball, and it always said like Gorgar will eat you, and therefore the song idea came up. So, but I guess I have to find that. Maybe it's on the internet somewhere.
This noise,
Yeah, you can still get that Gorga pin machine somewhere on eBay or somewhere. Yeah.
If some of you guys out there has a original Gorga pinball machine, then write to us.
Email is
Okay, the first ever recording that you did was for the death metal compilation of Noise, right?
Yes, I remember that one.
That was the first songs that you ever recorded?
It was like the very first songs, and that was funny. We weren't really, we thought we were prepared, but then was like, the double bass was not really steady, and the guitars and the bass was all like, you know, not really tight together. But it was like the energy we had, and we thought we were great, and we were great. You know, it's not only that you have to play on track the old days. It's just like the energy was there and the will to be, you know, one of the kind was there, and so it had its energy, and that was like convincing more than actually the sound of what we did. You know,
It was more a try from the record company because they had planned this sampler with 4 bands, and one of the bands was kind of, I don't know if they split up right before doing it or something. So there was one free space, and our manager at that time, well, he was not a manager, he was a friend who did like taking care of us in a way, and he sent our tape to the record company, and they said, well, we think this band is pretty crappy, but anyhow, we haven't got anybody better. So they put us on. And then the response was so good that they came up and offered us a contract.
Is there any video material from...
some of the guys still thinks we are crappy now.
Well,
Is there any video material from that time that you were all together with Michael, with Inigo?
At the time there was no video.
I mean, we don't have any program of that.
The program, there wasn't even CDs out or something, you know. We started off doing vinyl.
any
No.
filming? No, not really, no.
A show or something, you know, that you're all together?
Well,
No.
there's some very old stuff. If you watch YouTube, there's some from the shows, from the very, very early shows.
Yeah.
I saw us playing like Heavy Metal is the Law and
Yeah, stuff like that.
from a festival, and I was like, yeah, wow, that was me, skinny bloke.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for being today with us here in Thessaloniki, the Evolution TV show. Something last to add?
Thanks.
Nice shirt. Message over there, Michael.
Bye-bye.
Heavy metal.
Yes, well then I agree.
Well, then I don't agree.
Hello, this is Marcus.
Hi, I'm Kai.
And Michael of Helloween and Gamma Ray.
Gamma Ray.
Yeah, and you watching?
You're watching some great program, you know, that you shouldn't miss, you should stay tuned.
If I only could read
It's called Tai Op Tai.
Evolution. It doesn't say so.
Okay, we do it again.
Hello, I'm Tommy.
Hello, my name is Tommy.
Hi, I'm Esa, and you're watching
Ξεκινήσουμε όμως τώρα με τους Amorphis. Hello guys and welcome to Greece again. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine.
First of all, introduce yourselves.
My name is Tommy. I'm the lead vocal.
I'm Tommy as well, on guitar.
I'm Esa, I play guitar.
Okay. So guys, you have a new album out called Silent Waters, right? Tell us something about that. Esa.
Well, it's been out for a while now, and we've been done quite a lot of shows to promote it, and album which we are very, very happy with. It's quite straight continuing for Eclipse, and includes a lot of variated songs. If we compare it to Eclipse, I think it's a little bit more